Book 2, Chapter 7 of Utopia deals with slavery. Now, slaves are very common in Utopia, and Raphael explains slavery plays an important role in society. Utopian people are enslaved for committing crimes, and only slaves who rebel are put to death. Non-Utopians become Utopian slaves after being condemned to die in their native lands. Non-Utopians also become slaves out of choice because life may be better for them as a Utopian slave than as a free person in their own country. Raphael then explains the system by which Utopians manage sickness and death. The sick are well treated, and everything is done to help them get well and manage their pain. If they are beyond treatment, they're encouraged to take their own lives, because, as Raphael puts it, they have become burdens to themselves and others, and have really outlived themselves. If they commit suicide without the approval of a priest and senate, however, their body is thrown into a ditch. Premarital sex is harshly punished, because Utopians believe no one would marry if unmarried sex were allowed. Before marrying, both the bride and groom are presented to one another naked in a way that echoes livestock at an auction. A practice designed so they can look each other over to be sure no deformities or other issues have been hidden, so no one is defrauded before marriage. No man may divorce his wife without her consent, but if a couple is unhappy with one another and finds a preferable mate, they may petition the Senate. The Senate looks into the reasons for the divorce. Adulterers are punished, but others may be granted a divorce so they can remarry. Utopia has few laws, and justice has become so famous there that other nations ask them to send judges and magistrates to come and help them. Utopians are willing to help other nations, but they refuse to sign treaties or make alliances because they are aware of how treaties can be written to favor one party over another. Utopians also dislike the need for treaties, believing that they will symbolize the idea that all were born in a state of hostility. Decades after the writing of Utopia, Thomas More was, believe it or not, executed in the Tower of London for refusing to sign documents that made King Henry VIII the leader of the new Protestant Church of England, and his refusal related to the king's desire to divorce his wife and marry Anne Boleyn. The discussion of slavery harks back to Book 1, which largely focuses on Raphael's belief that execution is the wrong punishment for a thief. Raphael supports the utopian logic that killing a man for stealing teaches the man nothing and deprives him of the opportunity to change his ways. The character of Thomas More, however, is less enthusiastic about changing the laws. By separating himself from Raphael, More provides himself with an easy way to separate his own beliefs from those of the Utopians.